Today we are going to perform a video relating to creating topology in ArcGIS Catalog 10.3. So first of all, proceeding towards the exercise, we will define what basically topology is. A topology is, in GeoResolver's topology is the arrangement that defines how point, line and polygon feature share coincident geometry. So there are total 12 steps in the completion of this process, which is known as creating a topology. So in creating a topology, we have to study about the spatial relationship between the subbasins in a city known as Kensington city. So first of all, following towards the first step, which is the opening of Arc catalog. So we have to first open the Arc catalog. Now it's opening. So after opening the Arc catalog, you have to navigate to the file create topology, in which your data is available, and you have first to navigate the create topology. So here is the folder which is known as the create topology. So after that, after navigating to the folder, we have to expand the create topology and move toward the folder Kensington country. In Kensington country, we have to find the watershed watershed feature dataset. So we have to expand the Kensington country, in which we have to find the watershed. This is the dataset of Kensington city, which is watershed. So proceeding towards the second step, which is the exploring the watershed feature database. So you just have to preview the feature classes. So in the second step, we have to preview the basins, sub-basins of the Kensington country. By clicking the basins and by clicking the preview tab, we can see the distributions of basin in Kensington country, and also we can observe the sub-basins of Kensington country. So after that, we will proceed towards the third step, which is the creating the topology. So in order to create the topology, you have to click in the catalog tree right watershed, and you have to click the and you have to create new topology. So you have to click on the watershed, you have to right click on the watershed, and you have to create, moving towards the option new, and you have to create topology. So you have to now proceed, you have to click next, and you have to name the this topology as there is mentioned that topology inside the feature. The first panel of the new topology wizards open, where the dialog box has been opened, just like that. So you have to further proceed towards the next step, which is the set the name and the cluster tolerance. You have to set the name as the default name which is provided by the software, so you don't have to do anything else, and you just have to accept this dialog box, and you also have to check whether it is in meters or in kilometers. So you just go with the default settings. After that, the second dialog box appears, in which we have to check the sub-basins, and we have to click next. So we just want only to observe the sub-basins, so we have to check the sub-basins, and we have to proceed towards next. In the next step, there are the option which mentions the number of ranks, so in which we have selected only sub-basin. So here we go with the option 1, and proceeding towards the next step. In the next step, we have to add the rules. Basically, topology is is the mixture of several rules. Topology is the mixture of several rules, so we have to add here what the rule we are going to implement. So to specify the rule, which is the second step in our catalog, we have to choose the rule which says that there must not have gaps. So we have to add this rule. We have to add the rule which is must not have gaps, and we also have to click on this in order to observe the errors. So proceeding forward, we just have to click on the next, and we just have to click on finish tab, and it is creating a topology. Would you like to validate it? Now we have to choose the option no, because we want to validate in further proceedings. So we have done step so moving towards the ninth step, in which we have to preview the topology which has been created. So in order to perform this function, you have to click on the watershed topology, and you have to tab on the preview tab. You have to click on watershed topology, and you have to you have to click on watershed topology, and you have to click on the preview tab. The blue line area which shows dirty area, in which there is mentioned that the blue hatched area represents a dirt area. Now after previewing the dirty area of the topology, so we have to proceed towards the next step, which says that you have to choose the properties of the watershed topology, and you have to click on general tab, and you have to check whether the status is not validated. You have to ensure that the status should be not validated. So you have to click on the properties button. After that, you have to click on the general tab, and so you have to check whether it is not validated. So it is not validated, so we have to check that it is not validated. It should not be validated, because we will validate it in further proceedings. So now moving towards the step 10, which says that validate the topology and generate an error. So in this step, we have to generate the topology and error summary. So for this purpose, we have to right click on the watershed topology, and we have to choose validate in order to validate the errors. So we have to click on the option validate. Now it is validating, and our topology has been validated. Now you have to click on watershed, and you can also you can go to the properties to check whether the status has been validated. So you can see that the errors has been validated. Now moving further, we have to preview the topology errors, which says that from the view menu, choose refresh to update the preview display. So we have to refresh those updates which have been taken place. Now there are two polygons appear, which shows the topological error, the outer polygon and the inner polygon. So the outer and the inner polygon says that in the catalog tree, the two polygons in the sub-basin feature classes that violates the must not have rules are highlighted in the red, just like this, because these are highlighting the must not have gaps rule in the topology. So these are highlighted in red color. In the outer boundary of the feature class is highlighted because it is not coincident with the other polygon boundary. The outer class is highlighted because it is not coincident with the outer polygons. And even though this is a natural aspect of the data, it violates the must not have rule, and consequently it marked as an error. So these two polygons have been marked as an error by the topological rules. Now in the catalog tree, click basin to preview the feature classes. So you have to click on the basin to preview the feature classes. These are the basins which are distributed in the Gadsden country. So notice that the gap near the center was marked as an error in the topology. So you have to click on sub-basin and you have to observe that the topological inner polygon has been highlighted because it shows a topological error. So closing the R catalog. So we have identified those polygons which violate the rules which says that there must not have been gaps. So it is been highlighted and our task has is been completed. So thank you.